Okay, Jackson, Lincoln, Shay, Ethan, got another drawing video, the second one here. I wasn't sure about sketching this out ahead of time, but I thought that maybe it might speed things up a little bit. Maybe it'll be a little bit shorter, so we'll see. But I did start this with a number 2, basically a school pencil. I've got a 2B here, 6B, a little softer, darker potentially, and pencil sharpener if we need it, and a kneaded eraser again. And I've got a T-Rex from, the old movie there, and a little man as well. So I've got that started, and I just did like some cylinder type shapes, circular shapes here, and then what might be circular or could be stripped down as a cylinder of sorts for the neck, and you could do the same for the limbs. But we got a good little start already, and we'll try and do some refining now and see what we can come up with. I've got to add some detail and things. A little hard to see some of that here with my printout, but so let's go to town here. I want to get his eyes in. Basically have what I'm looking for proportion wise. I think we'll be okay. Got a pretty good brow on this T-Rex, and then they've got these large noggins, and then just a little bitty eye in comparison. So we'll put a little eye white because this guy is upset and he's flaring out for this image. We don't see all of his nostrils, and that's okay. We'll just add something in that will suffice. So we'll get a feel for that. So I think we got the tissue around his eye, and he's got quite a bit of teeth, so we'll do some of those here, just get a feel as they come around his jawline, upper jaw, curve around that shape, and we'll add, I think that'll be good, teeth. And his mouth's open pretty wide, and to scare this individual down here. And then he's got this loose tissue inside his mouth exposed. And we see his tongue pretty good. And we see some lower teeth, and they're smaller in comparison to the top teeth. The mandibular teeth smaller than the maxillary teeth. That'll give us a feel. I think that's pretty good. We got some loose skin coming around, and then they've got these this kind of shape coming off his neck. That would, I think, sort of replicate your screaming muscles. It would be your platysma muscle there. But whatever the case, we can do some of that. All right. And muscles around would be his scapula, teres major, minor, what have you, deltoid type stuff here. We got his upper arm, very tiny, be around his humerus, the radius ulna, and then his little front limb. And if I remember right, it's just 3 digits. I'm not sure. But that's what we'll do for this one. Can't see that very well. Got his little forearm here and forearm claws, upper limb, front limb, claws showing. Okay, I think that's pretty good for his basic torso. Gesture, you can see his pelvis bone there and sticking out, and then big leg, right? So pretty good muscle tissue around this back leg of his, around his femur area, tib fib, and his calf muscle. Tendons coming down onto what would be his calcaneus bone. And then this would be his foot bones in here and standing on his toes. And we'll just fudge something down here. Probably ought to give him some pretty good claws down here. Okay, and this is fine here for the tail coming off, and just going to whip around, you know, a lot that we're not going to be seeing. Got a pretty wide stance, so as the back limb, other back limb comes forward quite a bit. Certainly on this photo. All right, we get a feel for that. Soft pad underneath. Okay. That's pretty good. I wanted to make him look a little menacing, so we'll sort of heavy up. Kind of brow type area. All right. Now I think we can, we'll just come in with a 2B. Probably all we're going to need. I've got another piece of paper here, so I don't dirty things up too bad. And let's just darken this up. The thing about this dino is most adult kids like the concept of dinos, the fact that they existed. And all of our grandkids, Dax, Lincoln, Shay, Ethan, all like dinos. So hopefully you'll all like this little drawing of this menacing beast that actually roamed the earth. Okay. You've probably all drawn dinos too. Alright. So, teeth overlapping. Simplified maybe for our little drawing here. Might be okay without that. Put the tongue in. Simplify simplify again, some teeth coming around. Lower jaw. All right. It's a pretty scary looking critter, I think. Potential for it. Okay. Gonna speed through and rip through some of this. There again too, you know, you're watching this and you think, I don't really want to see all that. Something about this is you can just fast forward. You know, I like watching little details and how people come up with things. Okay. I'm not going to worry about, you know, shading. We're just going to do this outline. The shading is going to take a while to do that. This is just an outline. Example, little visual tutorial. Trying to keep in mind, you know, muscle tissue, tendon, sinew, underlying, you know, muscle there. Here we come around to what would be a bone, and then on down. These animals had real shape. I mean, real things going on. It's just not some goobery form. You know, there's a reason for that particular shape. All right. Look at this. We're knocking this out already. Not a bad thing. Probably see this better too with this 2B, I would think. Yeah. Pretty good sized beefy claws for ripping up prey. All right. Now I got this little man down here. You know, that he's flashing his teeth to. You know, in the photo here, the T-Rex is taking out another dino, but we're not putting him in. We're putting in this little man, and this is where it gets sporty, because all of this is for Daxon, Lincoln, Shay, Ethan. But this little part right here, this is for specifically for Lincoln, because, you know, he's into sports, and that's cool, all things sporty. And several of you are as well, you know, Dax with volleyball, Shay, I'm sure, is sporty with her gymnastics and whatever else she takes on and will eventually get into. All of you may be experiencing and experimenting with any number of things. But we're going to pretend that this is Messi. I don't know who he plays for. I didn't look that up. I'm sure Lincoln knows. But this is going to be a soccer player. And so I'll put some shorts on him. Like that. Little shorts. Soccer shorts. Like so. And the challenge now is maybe it's a penalty kick. And Messi's up. Let's put some socks on that are higher. on his legs. See, he's got his calf muscle just like the T-Rex does. Similar bone and muscle, there are some similar things. And then he's got his sneakers here. Whatever. There's some kind of special soccer shoes, probably with, you know, cleats and things. Or okay, that's going to be Messi, and here's going to be, maybe that's a soccer ball. I don't know what they look like exactly. And he's got to get a penalty kick, and he's got to get it past the T-Rex. So we'll see if he can do it or not. I'm not going to worry about putting in the goal post. But, you know, this kneaded eraser is great for erasing bits we don't want. And again, you know, we could go in and we could shade this or just color it. And to color it, what I would do is spray it first so the pencil won't smear. And then you could color over the top with crayons or colored pencil type of thing. So we'll see who wants this one. If, you know, Lincoln might, and if not, that's fine. But at least you've got the little demonstration of the T-Rex for our grandkids. So time with Papa and Paya, and our second drawing, and we love you all. And again, I'm, you know, pretty fantastic, but you are all super fantastic, and we love you. All right, enjoy this one.